Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here with What Can High Performance Coaching Do for You? 5 Strategies to Grow. We're in the biggest, most powerful transformation we'll ever be in our lifetime. I'm 67, 3 years removed from a stroke, starting over in every aspect. But I'm most excited about the future because it's bright if you have the right people on your side and you have the right accountability, the right coaching, the right system, and that can be yours. I'm going to give you a little information. Okay, I said the five strategies to grow. The 5 strategies are clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. This is from Brendon Burchard's book, High Performance Habits. It's been proven that these clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence are 5 of the most powerful strategies and skills you need to learn. Clarity, for me, has been high performance coaching and the ability to journal. I've journaled in my 3 years since my stroke more than I've done in my entire life times 100. Because I found the power of it. I do thinking, journaling, planning, and implementing. And when you're in a creator mode, as opposed to consuming, and the average person watches 5 hours of TV, scrolls over 2 hours of social media. That's consumption. Turn that around. Be a creator. And if you create whatever it is, we're born to create. And clarity comes from that self awareness and getting what's up here out. I journal on paper, I journal on digitally, I journal on Growth Day, I journal on the iPhone because being dyslexic and ADD, dyslexic spelling never was my thing. So verbally, voice to text has been a thing that I have worked on for the last couple of years, number of years. So being really clear about what you want, because when you look at idle time and fatigue, which is very common out there, and when we have idle time and fatigue, we get distracted with bad habits. It could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be anything. It could be anything that's not good for you. But when you can get it out and you're creating, and that's what we do in high performance coaching. You're with us for 12 sessions, 12 1-hour sessions, carefully designed by Brendon Burchard. Certified, there's a handful of certified, not a handful, but a little bit more of certified under his framework, his coaching, his mentoring. He's the highest paid coach out there. So if you don't have $1 million, maybe you have something less than that you can get the same framework. Clarity, get it out on paper. Be clear about what you want. Have a vision for your life. Have goals. And when you do, you're more excited about life. You're more excited about the day. Energy, there's a lot to be said with managing your energy. And there's things that are so important. The sleep, how you fuel yourself. When you're working in a creative mode, it fires you up. Courage, that's not something we're born with. It's a muscle. It goes with faith. I talk about faith versus fear. A lot of times we let fear hold us back. We don't even realize it. We're feeding our fear when we need to be feeding courage and faith. Productivity, if you don't have what we call a prioritize PD, I think it's prioritize daily action. If you don't have that, we all have 24 hours. Nobody has more. So what you do in that 24 hours determines the amount of progress you make. Why do people achieve more than others? Just working hard doesn't do it. It's what are you working on? What are you working on? And maybe being more productive and having prioritized daily action, PDA, can make the difference in you. In influence, we either have it or we need to develop it. And when you got a mindset of always developing your influence everywhere, being influential is a skill, and learning it takes time and invested intention. So through the 12-week transformation, we're working with you on high performance focal points. First, what are you focused on? How do you develop the clarity? What kind of energy level are you bringing to each day? Are you starting out checking emails? Or are you starting out thinking, journaling, planning, and implementing? Courage. Does your fear get fed or does your faith get fed? Faith and courage are the same. Fear is the exact opposite of faith. You let that fear grow, it's out of control and it's going to hold you back. And maybe you're tired of that. You're tired of giving into the fear muscle when the courage muscle is the muscle you got to feed. And a high performance coach, and I'll give you something to put, you can book a strategy session with me. Go to pkane.me/SS, and we'll spend an hour together going through your goals, talking about your clarity, your energy, your courage, your productivity, your influence, and how can we make it better. That is just the first 6 weeks. Then 7th week, we're talking about physiology. That is your health, your physiology. Psychology is up here, and we always got to work on this. The mindset can work for you or against you, but if you don't have clarity, then any distraction is going to get you off course. Then we dig deeper into productivity, where we want you to get to be better at it, become a master. Always going to get better, but you have to have a plan. You have to have a very specific plan. There's homework, not that you are putting something extra, but you're going to want to do it because you're working on yourself. You're working on you becoming better. All your top performers, they don't do it by themselves. They do it with high performance coaching. Look what Michael Jordan did at Chicago. When Phil Jackson came in there, he was an accomplished, great scorer, but he hadn't won any championships until a high performance coach came into his life. Then 5 championships later, he has the rings to prove it. So maybe it's your time. You're great at what you do, but you want to take it to the next level. You want to be a top performer. You want to make 2025 an absolute breakout year and do it with 12 weeks of high performance coaching. In that 11th week, we're going to talk about your purpose, not your ultimate purpose. There's so many variations of purpose that it keeps growing. More you grow, your vision for your life grows. And if your vision for your life grows, you're so excited because growth is so important to who we are. Creating. We don't want to fall in to the consumption. It's so easy to fall into 4 hours of TV, 2 hours plus of scrolling other people's lives. Build your life. Create your life. Have a purpose. Show up each day with purpose, with presence. And when you do that, you get fired up because something that social media has done. Sure, it's been good in certain places. It's almost like, well, it is. It's a two-edged sword. Too much of it, too much consumption, you lose your edge. You lose your excitement. You lose your energy. You lose your focus. You lose your clarity. You lose energy when you're consuming other people's lives. It's all about you. The magic is in you, and anything is possible. But you gotta have that person. You gotta have that environment, that accountability. That's what we can provide for you. If you go to pkane.me/SS, book a strategy session, and you want to activate 2025 and make that your best year ever, go ahead and do the strategy session. All righty. So Growth Day is part of what we do too. You can try it for 7 days. Go to pkane.me/growth day and email us at support@pkane.me, and we'll send you our free course that I put together, Mindset, Goals, and Habits. It's about the mindset. Dreams with deadlines are goals, and habits are outcome. And you want a better outcome? Better habits. You want to achieve more? Better mindset. And it doesn't come unless you work on it. Work on your mindset. Create goals. Know what you're looking to achieve. And create habits. We call them atomic habits. Stack those habits on top of each other. Thank you so much. If you want to book a strategy session, go to pkane.me/SS. Be bold, make a difference, and have fun. Be bold, make a difference, and have fun.